Hello, my name is Azzy the Electroshark. I'm a musician, artist, furry VTuber. I just found myself accidentally writing trends and going viral a couple times, but mostly I spend my time making a grassroots community of my friends, who sometimes wind up financially supporting my work. So, today we're going to go over how I hit virality, the times that I did, and how it affected me. So, let's roll it back to a little bit of history of how I got where I was. Growing up, I had a few undiagnosed upgrades. I would spend hundreds of hours watching video game music and researching composers, as well as watching Super Mario 64 bloopers. Eventually, I found something called YouTube Poop, which are videos edited to be humorous or non sequitur, and I would binge those all the time, and I had a ton of time as a kid. I then stumbled on a new phenomenon, YouTube Poop music videos. Clips of various shows and memes remixed to match video game music and meme songs. This eventually culminated in me discovering the furry community by playing Team Fortress 2 and seeing stickers sprayed on walls of cropped furry art with the furries obnoxiously spamming furry music. But I wasn't really annoyed by this music, I was amazed because it was the sickest music I'd ever heard. I asked them like what it was and they pointed me towards someone named NSR Renard. A little bit later, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic blew up as a meme phenomenon. I found myself sucked into it, consuming YouTube Poop music videos of the characters. Likely due to a combination of ADHD, undiagnosed autism, and repressed transgender tendencies. At the same time, I had been binging the Ocarina of Time Zelda music, as one like me does, and decided to give making a YouTube Poop music video a shot. So, this culminated in me trying my hand at making a YouTube Poop music video, and little did I know, this was a fateful decision that would alter the course of my life from then on. I did my best using my experience as a somewhat classically trained French hornist to replicate the notes and rhythms from The Lost Woods and Song of Storms, and they both wound up blowing up and getting super popular. I had accidentally found myself riding the wave of a massive trend, and the video was shared on a site called the Equestria Daily that blew it up even further. And from then on I had a taste of virality, but I decided to step away from YouTube and live my life, experiencing what it was like to be a engineering student. That turned out kinda poorly. I mean, I learned everything. I just really didn't want to finish it because it sucked a lot for me. A big part of it was that my experience with YouTube corrupted me by giving me hope for a creative future. When you go viral, it kind of, you could say that it poisons you, it corrupts you, it spoils you. So I dropped out of university and started composing music obsessively. I had toyed with composing my own music for a while. I got tired of YouTube Poop music videos being too based on other people's content, and figured after watching a video called Hold My Hand by Commander Guanum, which was an original composition that used YouTube Poop music video clips, that I could make music just like composers and YouTubers that I looked up to. So I began a little sharky odyssey. I trained, studied, struggled, and agonized. I beat myself up, I praised myself with the highest praise, and wound up putting in thousands of hours and making thousands of songs. All the while, I would post things on Twitter, which at first, I was on Twitter as a gnome. Just completely, I did not get much traction from that, but I did get a response from Grant Kirkhope, the composer of Banjo-Kazooie, and Basically, I asked if I could be his apprentice, and he's like, no. And I'm like, oh. He's like, it's a lot of work to be a teacher as a composer, and I make music on my own. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, after that, I figured out that my persona was a shark girl by drawing a shark and then just like adding boobs. That worked out well, because here I am today. I don't think I was expecting anything like that ever. Turned out to be the best decision I ever made. Anyway, I decided to obsessively follow strangers that were into the same things that I was on Twitter. So that was 3 niches. That was Renard, or Emma Essex today, or Lap Fox Tracks, all 3 of the same people. Shark Anthros, Shark Furries, and then just anyone who made really good furry art, I followed them. This turned out to be a bit of a winning combination. For this reason, well, I'll tell you in a moment. Nothing went viral at first, until one day I saw a tweet of a scuba diver dancing with a shark, and no one was posting it with a reasonable song, you know, a waltz. So I decided to do that, and at the same moment, there was a movie about a woman who was part fish that had come out. And it spread past my target audience, hitting like 20k likes in a day. One of my patrons told me, though, that hey, this doesn't look quite right. It's possible the shark has been tonically immobilized by the diver, being danced with against its will, and that kind of made me uncomfortable. So I took it down, which I still don't really regret. Though if I had left it up, I think I would have probably gotten more followers. But what's more important, the ethics of sharks or a following of random strangers? Well, probably sharks. But at the background of this, like the whole reason that there was a movement at all with a shark girl, well, this goes 2 directions. There's a person named Sapphire, a shark girl who was obsessed with Elite Dangerous. She'd posted a Minecraft bee meme with the caption trans rights just after the bee had been... I guess there was a meme with the bee that it was a trans bee. This caused her to skyrocket into a noted shark on Twitter. People then sometimes just mistook my character with Sapphire because my name's Azur and they're both blue. And a bunch of other sharks were coming out as trans and sharks at the same moment. So I'd accidentally found myself on a high point of a wave. Now the history of that wave is that NSR Renard had a character named Mayhem who was an electric shark. It was very popular in the 2011s, and everyone sort of had this built-up nostalgia but never had the chance to talk to them. Like, I felt that. I felt like I wish I could just talk to this person, that they were real. But Mayhem's not really real, as far as I know. So I decided to match that sort of feeling, I suppose, with my work. Anyway, I'll say this. Virality is bottled lightning. It's pretty much gambling. You can't prepare for it, you can't predict it, and you can't rely on it. The only thing you can do as a creative is make high quality stuff, because one day you might actually go viral. So my challenge to you, and to myself, dear viewers and self, is to aim to do it for the right reasons. Quality, humor, and fun. So if you do get thrust into the spotlight, you're ready. You know, serendipity. Be ready for when the luck hits. Anyway, I couldn't have predicted the way my life went. The internet has touched my life incomprehensibly deeply. I'm happy things have turned out the way they have for me. I hope other people experience the positive side of the internet too. Admittedly, there have been a few dark things that have happened, but I'm not going to go into that for now. On the subject of organic growth, building a community and letting people into my sphere has been a rough, awkward experience, but been supremely rewarding, especially now as it keeps slowly growing and people are just genuine, awesome individuals. So virality didn't give me financial and social success. Connecting with people and making friends out of fans, quote unquote, has been much more effective. I spent time fostering a community, letting them into my Discord and streaming on Twitch, which has led to making real life friends. And you know, most people say that relationships from social media are parasocial. And I have to say, my experience is sometimes, but the real ones, like, the real ones are real and they show up. So, not parasocial. Not in every case. Anyway, maybe that was something to do with being a furry and having a lot in common with other furries. Anyway, that's about it for my thoughts on virality and organic growth. I guess the whole point of this whole thing is aim for organic growth, like make connections, make friends, network. You'll get a lot further than if you just gamble in virality and hope that somehow that translates into money, because it doesn't. I mean, it could, I guess, but you're more likely, if you present yourself as a business person, whatever, business furry, you're probably gonna do better as an artist. I guess that doesn't matter to everyone, but, you know, it matters to people like me. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the, shark bell. And if you want to chat, feel free to reach out, leave a comment below, send me a message in Twitch when I'm streaming. Yeah, love you. Bye.